statesman in the NBA. His father feels as if he's been a mature force since he started playing at the French Training Institute. Parker's father said, quote, "I don't think you can get any more mature than that. Leaving home at 14, you have to become a man on your own." Guys?
Thanks, Doris.
Tremendous dedication to the game. It's great to remember just how far he's come.
And the Hornets call time here.
Well, you saw it a little at the back of his rookie year, and he continued it last season. Brad Beal is going to be a dynamic scoring guard in this league.
Some changes for Charlotte. JaVale McGee's checked in for Gasol. Noel comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's Iman Shumpert in for Rose. And Bradley Beal listed at 6'5" in his shoes, but he plays bigger.
Yeah, he's from a football family. He'll throw his weight around to get a rebound. He still needs to work on getting to the basket. But I think this guy has a tremendous future.
Here is Williams. Kemba Walker making his last shot. Now the dish to Gibson. 6 to shoot. And it's Noel with the rebound. And it's the Hornets ball. They're on a 14-4 run right now.
A little bit of a magic act here, pulling off the Houdini to make that catch and slam.
Stupendous alley-oop.
This crowd just stunned at the sight of that one.
There's the killer two-handed slam. They'd love to get more of those, the easiest 2 points possible. And on a fierce finish.
Yeah, and that's exactly how they're going to cut into the lead, Kevin.
Yeah, that's why they've got to tighten up their D. And I'd be surprised if the defense allows any more free runs to the hoop like that. That's a pretty good finish to a very shaky offensive possession.
Williams inside, working on Walker. Jang. McGee with the block. And it's Walker penetrating. Misses from close range.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job. Wonderfully instinctive play right there. Sense just where that rebound was going, and it becomes an easy two for him.
Well, Clark, maybe they've had too many easy buckets tonight.
Well, it's something that needs to change. I mean, they should not be getting all these easy dunks off offensive putbacks.
Williams kicks to Gibson. Back to Williams. Lets it go from deep. Detroit, no good that time either. Williams with the steal. Here's Beal. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Hornets leading by 9. Noel sets a screen for Parsons. Kicks to Noel. Outside jumper. The 3. Parsons on the wing. Outside jumper. And another shot. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Iman Shumpert, an aggressive perimeter defender with lockdown potential. Still very foul prone early in his career, but he's got a chance to be elite defensively as he continues to grow.
And the Pistons, an entirely new group now out there. And then for Charlotte, Saul comes in for JaVale McGee. And James subbed in for Noel. Here's Walker after the made shot from Monte Ellis. Shoots off the step back. Shot's good by Walker. Walker's got the lead up to 10 now for the Hornets. And Shumpert, fantastic athlete, great quickness and leaping ability.
Yeah, he's rebounded very well from his ACL injury, and he's got a nice handle to go along with good passing ability. A lot of upside remaining in his game. They've slowed down casting those triples here in the second.
I'd actually like to see them go back outside, Clark, because they had a good flow, a good pace here early on.
Kicks it out to Parsons for three. They grab their own miss. Charlotte moving it around. Shumpert gets a wide open look. And a miss there on the triple. And a follow kicks to Aldridge. And it's Parker in the corner. And good on the basket. Book it. 30 seconds left in the second quarter. Walker goes in. Aldridge with the block. Parker with it. Now guarded by Parsons. Howard kicks to Parker. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. And now just a 4-point Charlotte lead.
Beautiful finger roll to cap that drive off. He knows how to finish with some flair and flavor, guys.
Well, Clark, a clear lane to the basket and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no choice but to take that one.
And so that brings the first half to a close. It's Charlotte. They're up by 6. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Fantastic game from Derrick Rose in this one.
And what was most impressive was that his decision-making and shot-taking was very disciplined and efficient. Really an excellent half.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense has given him, and he's not trying to do too much. I love the flow and rhythm he's playing with here.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And Detroit looking at who they've got. Parker out there with Ellis. Then there's Howard. Then there's Johnson. And it's Aldridge in at the 4 spot. Here's Carter. Good work defensively by Johnson. The Pistons ended near the bottom of the East, guys, again, but still certainly a ways to go.
Well, a lot of their struggles, Kevin, came from just their inability to close out games against the rest of the conference.
6 to shoot. Howard with this screen on Shumpert. In the corner, it's Aldridge. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. 6 points for LaMarcus Aldridge.
For the Pistons last year, they finished with a 23-29 record against the East. For the last number of years, they just haven't quite been able to figure out how to take that next step forward.
Aldridge left side. Shot's good.
Heads up, aggressive play right there. He saw the smaller man on him, took it straight to the basket. Well, the Pistons made some moves, but they really just seem to be keeping pace with the rest of the East. I think they have to be patient and allow this young talent to blossom, and they'll have a chance to move up.
The free throw drops for Aldridge.
You know, as great as Aldridge was in the first half of last year, you felt like he was going to really kick it into overdrive in the second half of the season because of his all-star snub.
Parsons attacking. Dishes to Gasol. Good D by Howard.
3 straight misses here to start the second half.
Puts up the baby hook. And there's another one for the Pistons. And Aldridge, in saying he should have been a starter in last year's All-Star game, probably comparing the Blazers record at the time to that of Kevin Love's of Minnesota.
Yeah, but it's not just team success. I mean, one thing for Aldridge, he takes some tough shots. A 23-point per game score, but his shooting efficiency was actually below average last season.
Charlotte calls timeout. Well, the Bobcats then, now Hornets, might have been a little bit late to the analytics movement, but that's going on in the NBA all over the place, and they're full-time on it now.
Yeah, they're all over it. Last season, they had a half dozen of their staff devoted to analytics.
On the floor now for Charlotte. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now.
And for the Hornets, that's huge, having a bit of a numerical guide as to who to target in free agency, because they aren't usually a big player in that respect. And they get one to go now after missing their first 3 shots. Maybe this will kick them into gear.
Howard setting the pick for Johnson. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half. And we know the Hornets definitely aren't as big a player in most free agent markets. That's pretty clear, small market team. They're usually at the bottom of the league in payroll. But they are making the most of what they spend now with their analysis, so trying to level the playing field a little bit.
Parker again throws. Just 4 to shoot. Parker a screen on LeBron. Kicks it out to Ellis. Howard setting the pick for Ellis. Aldridge the pass to Parker. Misses the 3.
Boy, you wonder what the score of this game would be if they weren't pulling down all these rebounds.
Love what I'm seeing from them in the paint. It's been a nice game for Howard. He has 8 points and a pretty good rebounding performance from him also.
Yeah, he's been establishing terrific position, boxing out very well and battling hard for every rebound.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
Well, Dwight Howard, I think still the best center in the league, but I think his back injury back in 2012 has robbed him of some of his explosiveness. But despite that, he remains one of the most athletic centers the league has ever seen.
Detroit making a switch here. Beal's checked in. And the first one drops.
As for Howard, as he loses some of his bounce with age, which is inevitable, the question will be, can he take a step forward skill-wise to compensate? I mean, he wants to be a go-to guy in the post, but there's still a little bit of work he has to do to become that.
Griffin attacking. Out to Smith. Here's James.
Oh, how about that basketball,
Wasn't that
fan?
beautiful?
Wow. Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
Man, I like that. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in, but I say put as much as you can on the finish and get your teammates going.
Here's Rose. Here's Griffin. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one.
Kenneth Faried, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. For a player whose star shines as brightly as Blake Griffin's